Hi everyone and welcome back to another Pretty Ugly video. Today I'm going to be talking about skin, specifically 5 ways to strengthen sensitive skin. As you all know, if you watch my videos, I have very, very sensitive skin, so I'm the perfect person, I think, to be speaking about sensitive skin. So point 1, address your skincare regime. Now this is probably the most generalised point, but I think taking away any harsh products, so any harsh scrubs, I think using concern-specific products. So if you have acne, then use products for blemishes. If you have rosacea, then do use products that are soothing specifically for rosacea-prone skin. And I think lastly as well, if your budget can stretch to it, then do see a dermatologist. I've seen one on and off for 3 or 4 years now, and it's helped my skin massively. So I will link below with the dermatologists that I have seen over the years. Point 2, always remove your makeup. Sounds really simple, but if you go to sleep with a thick layer of makeup on your face, your skin's not going to be happy when you wake up in the morning, especially if you have sensitive skin that's prone to acne. You're just going to have a breakout, not a breakup, when you wake up in the morning. So yeah, you need a really good cleanser over face wipes. The one that I've been using every morning and every evening for about a month now is Son's new cleanser. Now this is their gentle daily cleanser. It's kind of a creamy gel, and I just massage it all over my face, leave it on for a couple of minutes just to kind of soak up makeup, and then I just tissue it off with cotton pads. This works much better on my skin than kind of a harsh foaming cleanser that I have to splash loads of water on to get off. It just dehydrates my skin. Now Sonde is a brand that is created specifically for sensitive skin, which is why I have teamed up with them. A lot of their products contain silica. The cleanser actually doesn't. It's just a really, really gentle, effective cleanser. Ingredient wise, it contains chamomile flower oil, which is an anti-inflammatory. It's also antibacterial. So in terms of, getting rid of any residue, grime, makeup, anything like that, it gets rid of it really naturally. It also contains shea butter, which again just lifts away impurities naturally without stripping away any of the natural oils on your skin. And lastly, the cleanser also contains cocoa butter. Now cocoa butter is really high in antioxidants which protect against aging, as well as any environmental stresses. And I think also what's important with this product, often when I use really kind of sensitive, concerned products, they often don't have any fragrance in. And for me personally, I like my skin to smell nice as well as look nice. And this smells really amazing as well. It just smells quite, I'm gonna actually remind myself what it smells like. It just smells quite herbally and floral, I guess, which for me is quite important. I like a cleanser to smell really nice. Rosacea, acne, dehydration, inflammation, all of that I have, and this works really well for my skin, so I would highly recommend the Sonde cleanser. Okay, so point 3 is exfoliators. Now I did mention this briefly earlier, but I think it's really important to not use a gritty scrub. Everyone needs to exfoliate their skin every now and again just to get rid of dead skin cells. But I think avoiding any scrubs completely is the way forward for sensitive skin. So I think if you can use kind of the exfoliating wipes that are around on the market now, I use some really good ones by Dr. Dennis Grossman, and I can't remember what they're called, but they are the only exfoliating wipes that he has in his range. They're brilliant, but there's so many other brands now that have the exfoliating wipes that just contain AHAs. I would say if you are using any AHAs on your skin, I always stay away from glycolic acid. For me, it just doesn't work. It brings me out. It just makes my rosacea so much worse. So I stay away from glycolic acid. Salicylic acid works perfectly on my skin. It really clears up any spots. I just don't use anything with salicylic acid on my rosacea patches, which are these big red circles on my cheeks right now. So yeah, exfoliators, definitely stay away from scrubs. So point 4, I think it's really important to use serums. Now I layer about 3 serums depending on my skin concerns. So if one month I'm particularly sensitive, then I'll use really soothing kind of anti-inflammatory serums. If one day I've got a particular outbreak of really bad spots, then I'll use, acneic serums, clearing serums, serums that dry out spots. And if one day I've got everything, then I will layer them. And there's nothing wrong with layering, 2, 3, even 4 serums. So that's definitely a really good point to incorporate into your skincare, I think. Serums are really, really targeted. They're much more concentrated than your moisturizers or your exfoliators or your cleansers. So that's definitely a good point, I think, to incorporate serums into your skincare regime. So point 5 is always use SPF. This is probably the best advice I was given by a dermatologist. And at the time I did think, really, in England, surely we don't need SPF on a daily basis, but apparently we do, particularly if you have sensitive skin. And it's not even just when the sun comes out. So I do use 2 different SPFs depending on whether I'm having a red day or not. If my skin is particularly red and my rosacea has flared up, then I generally use the Murad Correcting Moisturiser. This has SPF 15 in, so it is a little bit low, but this works quite well for my skin when I'm red. The green in the moisturiser, if you can see it's quite green, it counteracts it. But generally on a daily basis, I use the Paula's Choice, and this is the Redness Relief SPF 30 Mineral Moisturiser. But this isn't green, this is white. And this just works really well under makeup. So generally I flip between the 2. I think SPF 30 is the best, for me anyway. SPF 50 tends to be quite chalky and can dry my skin out a little bit. So SPF 30 I would recommend for anyone using on a daily basis. So that is the end of my 5 ways to strengthen sensitive skin video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and found it a little bit informative. If you have any specific questions relating to sensitive skin that I didn't answer today, or you want any product recommendations, please do leave them below in the comment box, and please check back regularly for more videos.